Hello everyone, my name is Pramod Lal and welcome to my YouTube channel Code Insight, and where I share my knowledge and passion for data science and AI. And today I came with one of the interesting topic, RAG, that's Retrieval Augmented Generation. And I'm planning to make at least 4 to 5 video on the RAG in detail with different types of RAG and real life practical uses and their implementation, right? So I hope we'll get a good sense if you entirely thoroughly watch this video. At the end of video, we'll get a sense about the RAG system, or what is a RAG and how to develop a RAG based system. So let's on this topic today will be the basic of the RAG, and I have already created a chatbot based on the RAG. We'll do the demo of that chatbot also. All right. So keep watching this video. So now what's RAG, right? So in word of the AI, the LLM like OpenAI and Gemini are incredibly smart, but have a cutoff date. Cutoff date means any LLM model is pre-trained or trained on certain date range. I mean, the last date when the LLM trained on the data, that is called the cutoff date, right? So if you look any information after the cutoff date from LLM, either LLM will not give you answer, or LLM will give you the fake answer, and AI term that we call generally hallucination, right? To avoid the hallucination and to get a response, to get the correct answer after the cutoff date, or even it can correct answer from your external data, internal data, or I mean latest data, I mean current data. For that sort of the system, we are going to implement the RAG based system or RAG based chatbot. So that's in summary, you can say, if you want to give LLM to other than the cutoff date, if you want to get I mean, we empower LLM to give a more meaningful information other than the cutoff date of the data, right? Whatever the cutoff of date of data, definitely LLM give you response as per that. Beyond that, we are empowering LLM to give that information beyond the cutoff date of the data. So that's your RAG. So RAG, it's a retrieval augment generation, is a framework that's given LLM access to your outside data for initial training set. So see here the same thing. It's outside access to the outside data of its initial training set. Before the model generation and answer, it retrieve relevant document from the specific source. It could be your private file, a company database, or a live internet, and uses that information to craft a response, right? So that's the LL RAG system, right? So basically, it's this empowering LLM consider as of now. If I say the in layman for a non-technical user, it's empowering your OpenAI Chat GPT. Now, what RAG is basically is a three-step process. One the retrieve, second one the augment, and third one is the generate. So what is the retrieve? When you ask a question, the system search for reliable source of relevant information or a snippet. Augment is once the get the response or information in the retrieve state. This to add it add those snippet or information to your original prompt, providing a context. And once the you get the response and added to the prompt, then this pass to the LLM, and that LLM finally generate the response. So this is the step number three. The LLM read the question plus a snippet or information and generate the accurate informed answer. So that's the RAG, and let's move to the next slide. Well, so why do we need RAG? I said earlier, elimination of the hallucination, access of the real-time data, I mean latest data, data privacy and customization. Now the pipeline, let's talk about the pipeline of a RAG. So RAG, okay. So before let talking the about the RAG pipeline, I'll tell you one thing. I want to show you one thing. I can download let me download it. I think it's already downloaded, right? So let's say this is the PDF document. This PDF document has how many pages? 10 pages, right? And now I will ask any information from these pages, but the LLM will not provide correctly until and unless if LLM trained on this data before on or before cutoff date. Then this RAG based system will give the answer or a response based on the this whatever the information or context available in this PDF. But if not, this PDF has been passed to LLM on or before cutoff date, definitely LLM will not give you a correct answer or hallucinates. For that, we have developed a RAG-based system, and that RAG based system, I'll give you some walkthrough of the system. This is the two section of the this RAG based system. One is the where user have to upload the data, and second, once the user upload the data, you will see the you interact with this chatbot to get the information about that PDF. So for this 10 page of PDF, yeah, what I have to do exactly, I have to upload this system, this document first. Once I successfully upload this document, then I'll interact with this chatbot, and I'll ask any question from this document. Then this chatbot to give me the correct response. Now, how the things will flow in the RAG pipeline? Show which one is the latest one. Yeah. So this is the RAG pipeline. So RAG pipeline basically your the data acquisition first half or is the data acquisition where we upload the PDF, and PDF like 10 pages of PDF. We have to split into a smaller set of information. It could be your paragraph level, it could be your page level, or it could be your text character limit. So then that part is called, I mean, 10 pages. Let's say in the layman term, I just shown you, we have a 10 page of PDF. Will chunk into whatever the content available in the page one. Uh, will split those text into one chunk. Similarly, PDF page 2 would be the chunk second. So as of now, consider we have a 10 different chunk will be created. And for those chunk, one vector embedding model, we use the vector embedding model to get the vector number associated with those chunk and store in this vector database. So this is the first half. So what exactly you will do here? If I upload any sort of the document, and then I'll, let's say this document only. So if I upload this document, if I'll submit, then this entire the first half will be get processed. So data acquisition part, and second part would be the once the user interact will give the user pass the query, whatever the query given by the user. I mean whatever the user pass to the chatbot, that again embedded and go for the vector database. Similarity search is in background. That's give that this retrieve the few information, top k matches from vector database, and along with the prompt, along with the query, these information augmented and then finally passed to the LLM, and LLM give back response to the user. So this all about the data flow, or you can say the architecture of a RAG based pipeline. The first section data acquisition, and second section how user interact with the RAG based chatbot. All right. As said earlier, now what are the different types of chat RAG? It's a naive or basic chat. So today demo is based on the naive and basic chat. That's a direct search and answer, simple FAQ bot for question and answer bot. You can again, in fact, this one is a simple question and answer kind of bot. Advanced RAG, where we include pre-processing, query expansion, and post-processing re-ranking, very much needed. Sometimes whatever the you response given by the RAG in the first time, that would be not your meaningful information. In that way, we approach for pre-processing and post-processing. Hybrid RAG, sometime what happen where vector search, right? So vector search, is not sometime will give the correct answer. So some situation, not sometime, I mean some situation along with the vector search, we have to go with the keyword search. So that's is the hybrid search. So this is a core RAG type. And advanced label, you can see the graph RAG, agentic RAG, self RAG. We'll discuss one by one later. And in the tabular comparison, you can see the what kind of the RAG. It's a name. What is the key feature? Vector search only. Best example, simple company Y key or simple question and answer. Hybrid one, keyword vector search plus keyword search. That's e-commerce application like AWS, sorry, Amazon and Flipkart, all based on the hybrid search. And graph rag, it's a relationship mapping, it's a fraud investigation. So most of the financial company is using the graph rag to detect the fraud investigation, that the transaction is a fraud or genuine one. Agentic rag, autonomous planning, right? So it's I mean, this is the hot cake as of now in the market. Every company is trying to, I mean, making or building a agentic based rag system. So my target is stay tuned in this RAG series video. I'll try to make one video for each different type of RAG system, name, hybrid, graph, and agentic one. In fact, for the hybrid also, I have developed our utility or solution. I'll give you some sense here. What kind of utility I have developed for agentic one? It's all about the e-commerce AI assistant, where extensively use of all AWS resources like the DynamoDB and their Bedrock AI model in AWS. So this would be the interesting one, but this is the little bit complex. So in today, focus on this utility. This is the simple and basic RAG. All right, so let's keep moving. And then it's all about the RAG. I discuss what the RAG, why need of the RAG, and how to RAG system pipeline work, how RAG system pipeline work, what are the different types of RAG, what are the key feature, and where those different type of RAGs put for which business use cases. Now, this solution, let's more talk about this solution. As I said earlier, this section, left-hand section, you consider the data acquisition part, and the center or right-hand side, we can consider here, it's your bot, chat bot, where user can interact with your this chat bot. So architecture by what tool and technology I have used. It's a simple vector search and vector store. I have used the Facebook AI Similarity search. Let me show you this solution as well. So here you can see the FAISS index. So whatever you are going to upload here, that's all going to store in Facebook FAISS index. So this part is I mean, whatever you upload here and this search here, this section, this is going to store in the your Facebook AI similarity search is a vector database. Now second is the embedding model. I have used the OpenAI embedding model, and that embedding model excuse me, use OpenAI embedding model for text vectorization. Retrieval method is only as of now, its similarity search has been implemented. As I said earlier, this is the basic one, so have not implemented re-ranking, hybrid search, or metadata filtering. Text processing, I said, example of the 10 page of the PDF. Here I have used the character limit, right? So in one chunk containing the 10,000 character, and the overlapping means 1,000 character, right? So I mean, the overlapping concept, consider I have a chunk one having a 10,000 character, and if I go to the chunk two, so whatever the chunk one 10,000 character is there, out of the character from 9,000 to 9,000 to 10,000, 1,000, that range will we use the overlapping for the chunk 2. Now, OpenAI model, I have used the GPT-4, GPT-4 Turbo, GPT 3.5 Turbo. Let me see is this true or not. Yeah, you can see in the drop down GPT-4, GPT-4 Turbo, and GPT 3.5 Turbo. So OpenAI model. And context injection, direct prompt based context injection. So here direct means you can type anything here, that would be your context based injection, prompt injection. So, okay, and a Streamlit UI interface. So this interface has been developed in the Streamlit, but the hybrid one, this is not in a Streamlit. So this is the next JS. This series would be the interesting one. As said, we have a four flavor of the RAG. One is the name or basic, hybrid, agentic, and the agentic one is the also interesting one. And the third one is the graphic RAG. So far I have but developed a utility based on the name hybrid and agentic, not for the graphic, but so now I'm going to develop any RAG based system on the graphic RAG as well. So This RAG based chatbot is the name or basic search. This is the hybrid one, because here I am using the vector and keyword search. So let's focus on this demo, right? Utility demo. So, tool and technology, face Python code has been used, and what all the different component of this RAG I have already told you. What is missing here? That's the key area. The single stage retrieval RAG without re-ranking, query expansion, hybrid search, agentic workflow, advanced context compression, memory and conversation history in the retrieval, right? Technology by RAG based architecture, you can see, let me little bit zoom in. Okay, yeah, so you can see the presentation layer. This is your Streamlit indexing pipeline. So index, this part is considered the indexing pipeline. So what you do once you upload any file, let's go to the text extraction. I have used a PyPDF and doc for a PDF and Python doc for document. And then chunking, we are set chunk size 10K and overlapping 1K. Embedding model, I have used text embedding ADA002. And after all, ultimately, embedding vector chunk and vector representation of the that chunk will going to store finally in FAISS vector store. So that's it, the this part, right? So presentation layer, the left hand side, this all about your data acquisition. Now the chat interface, how if I type something here, so how the things will, if I say how are you, let's say how are you. So once I pass this information, so the chat interface, this is the user query. I say the natural how are you. This again, it's a OpenAI embedding. How are you also embedded with some vector representation, and this will pass with your this vector representation. This will give some output from retrieve some content from vector database. So consider this one, right? So user query embedding generation. If I say if how are you, that's again some vector representation was done, and that's passed to the vector database. Similarity search will be performed on the vector database. Whatever the top k matches, that's retrieved, and along with how are you and top k matches, it's augmented, passed to the LLM, and LLM finally give response to the end user. So this is the overall flow and architecture by we are there. It's a first and three layer as presentation layer, Streamlit. Second layer, we have all indexing and pipeline. And third layer, external service, what I am using OpenAI API to interact and to consume the OpenAI services. All right. So let's come to the demo. Chrome one. So okay. So before that, let me refresh this browser, and what document I am going to upload, what going to interact. This is the my profile, and here there is a one project name SMCKB, right? Will we upload this document, this doc file, and will interact with this chatbot to know more about this SMCKB. That's a good case, right? If I ask with the LLM, even if you ask with the OpenAI or OpenAI and Gemini, what is SMCKB? This will not, that information is not correct. So that is called hallucination. We'll talk later more on this one. So now it's already refreshed. So I'll go with the GPT-4. I'll upload this document. I'll upload this document. Okay, the size is 37.7 KB. Good thing. In this utility can expect a maximum size 200 MB. I click on the submit and process. So you see this on successful, see the done message. So what exactly happening here? This is the interesting thing. Let me go back to this PDF. So what is exactly happened this year? This part get executed. Your document instead of PDF, it's a doc. It's a chunking happen, embedding happen, and then stored in the vector database. Now I'm going to perform this part with my chatbot. I'm going to interact with the chatbot. So chunking done, and let me interact with the chatbot. I'll ask what is SMCKB. So okay, so SMCKB. Okay, we'll give. Okay, so this is again. I mean, it's a NLP, natural language processing, right? So I asked, what is SMC? But based on this information, this document, what all about the SMC is captured and provided here. Okay, so let's see the output. So SMC is a sector micro knowledge base is the project that Pramod Kumar Lal last work during this and November this and this. The technology used in this and this, and his responsibility include database design, various object creation, coding, unit testing, and bug fixing. Now I'll ask, is has jQuery used in SMCKB for development? Let's see what is the response. Definitely. This has been not used, right? So now you can see the context does not provide information on whether jQuery has been used in the development of SMCKB. So definitely that's why you can see this no this your chat output is denying there is no usage of jQuery in SMCKB. All right, so this all about the basic RAG. The things are missing, like things are missing. Let me go back, and this one, what all are missing, this one, right? So re-ranking, query expansion, hybrid search, agentic information, advanced context compression, memory conversation, and history retrieval. If I refresh this browser, and once again I'll ask next time what is the SMCKB, then I mean, even I log in this tool and I'll ask what is the SMCKB. Then the chatbot do not. I mean, this chatbot does not provide any answer. Reason being, this has been not the memory and conversation history is not maintaining, right? So that's in the subsequent video. Definitely for this one, ecom will give a demo how to maintain, how to implement, not all, but at least re-ranking, query expansion, hybrid search, and this one. This in the hybrid in the next video, I'll definitely. It's already implemented. I have to manage some time to make a video on this one. Stay tuned. Keep watching my video YouTube channel. Also subscribe my YouTube channel, and definitely next couple of the series YouTube video based on the RAG based system only. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you next.